Norway is doing something big with its roads. They're spending $47 billion. Maybe the biggest project like this in the world. It's going to make traveling between major cities much faster. Welcome to your daily dose of enlightenment. You've landed on Knowledge Planet, where curiosity thrives and the enigmatic is revealed daily. We delve into a variety of topics to amaze you. Now let's get back to our subject. They're building a new highway called the Coastal Highway. It'll connect parts of the country where it currently takes 21 hours to travel. They'll get rid of 7 ferries, and people think it'll cut travel time in half. The key part of this project is building the world's first floating highway. It includes modern floating tunnels and strict safety measures. Right now, the trip from Kristiansand in the south to Trondheim in the north takes about 21 hours at an average speed of 50 kilometers per h. Since 60% of Norway's exports come from the west coast, where a third of the population lives, this project is important to save time and money on travel. The current route is scenic but has many ferry crossings. Each ferry takes about 45.5 minutes and costs around $16. This makes travel uncomfortable for tourists and medical staff. This big billion-dollar project will transform travel across the country, cutting costs, saving time, and providing a better transportation network for goods and people. Norway's ambitious $47 billion infrastructure project aims to revolutionize its national transportation system. It will replace ferry services with bridges, and maybe the world's first floating tunnel. This floating tunnel, made of cement tubes submerged 100 meters underwater, will be a vital part of the new coastal highway. This innovative approach will increase connectivity between cities and could change housing patterns and have a big positive impact on Norway's economy. Apart from the economic benefits, the improved coastal highway is expected to enhance access to vital services like hospitals and schools, reduce travel times for all workers, and possibly reverse depopulation trends in areas like the archipelago. This rural area has lost over half its population in the last century due to inaccessibility, a common problem in Scandinavia. However, the project's expected costs exceed the initial budget. Preliminary figures suggest that investments and necessary improvements could add $38 billion to the total cost. Despite these potential extra costs, Norway is moving forward with this innovative floating tunnel strategy. The benefits seem to outweigh the financial challenges, promising an exciting future for Norwegian infrastructure and its people. Norway's new infrastructure project tackles environmental and climate challenges like unpredictable and severe conditions that lead to road and ferry cancellations. The country's deep fjords require bridge construction, but bridges can have significant environmental impacts and safety concerns due to bad weather. To minimize the environmental impact and preserve the country's natural beauty, Norway proposes hiding most of the highway. They're exploring the submerged tube bridge concept, first proposed in 1886. This innovative idea, revived in Norway in 1923, could be the answer to Norway's infrastructure needs. Although the necessary technology wasn't available when it was first suggested, advances have now made submerged tube bridges a valid solution for Norway's infrastructure needs. The century-old idea is on the brink of reality, promising a weather-resistant, sustainable transportation system suitable for Norway. Norway's ambitious floating tunnel project offers an innovative solution for long-distance transit. According to Niels Ellsberg Renquist, a structural engineering professor and project consultant, a well-built submerged floating tunnel balancing structural weight with buoyancy could potentially last indefinitely in fjords over 100 meters deep or wider than 3 kilometers. Traditional rock tunnels are impractical due to the large amount of land required. Although suspension bridges are a reliable alternative, they can close in severe winds, posing a threat to travelers. These issues can be mitigated with a floating tunnel. Despite being called a floating tunnel, the structure doesn't actually float. The tubes are stabilized by cables anchored to the seabed or surface pontoons at intervals of about 400 meters. The pontoon solution seems safer, allowing boats to easily identify the tunnel's position. With the tunnel positioned well below the water's surface, potential collisions with ships, boats, and submarines can be avoided. Experts suggest placing the tunnel between 20 and 50 meters below the surface. This depth provides enough space for maritime traffic, and avoids the increased water pressure associated with greater depths, ensuring the tunnel's protection and functionality. Norway has started building a submerged bridge in the Velfjorden village, known as the Rock Fast Link or simply Robfast. Once completed, this 27 km long, 390 meter deep underwater road tunnel will be the deepest and longest of its kind in the world. The design includes a branched connection to the island municipality of Vega, providing access to the small village from the coastal highway. Like traditional tunnels, the submerged tunnel will feature emergency exits every 250 meters, along with emergency lighting and phones. Despite initially planned for completion in 2026 at a cost of $2 billion, higher than expected costs have pushed the projected completion to 2029. To cover the additional costs, the government proposes raising an additional $145.5 million through a 20-year toll. After the tunnel's completion, the proposed fee for light vehicles is roughly equivalent to the cost of a ferry trip, about $16 per crossing. While the innovative design of submerged tunnels presents unique challenges like potential fires and explosions, ensuring safe evacuation in case of disaster in a tunnel located 45 meters below the water's surface is a major concern. To ensure the safety of its innovative floating tunnels, Norway is proactively conducting small-scale tests on fires and explosions. These simulations prepare for potential situations like accidents involving large vehicles or those carrying hazardous materials. The strategy includes a standardized exit plan and a rapid response team, highlighting the crucial importance of access to emergency services. Despite advanced safety measures, the project's biggest challenge remains the environment, particularly navigating the fjords without causing permanent damage. The Norwegian Public Roads Administration has conducted extensive studies on Norway's natural landscape over the years to ensure harmonious coexistence between vehicles and the environment. Of all the fjords, the Sonfjord, or the king of the fjords, presents the biggest challenge. At 3.7 kilometers wide and 1.3 kilometers deep at its lowest point, it's Norway's largest and deepest fjord. Experts are still evaluating whether this and other fjords are suitable for a submerged floating tube bridge. Although Norway is moving forward with building these tunnels, research is ongoing, highlighting the complexity and ongoing commitment to this ambitious infrastructure project. The Coastal Highway Project, a revolutionary infrastructure plan in Norway, is in partnership with the Norwegian University of Science and Technology, the University of Stavanger, and Chalmers University of Technology. With around 50 doctoral candidates involved, the project focuses on solving engineering challenges associated with building and maintaining the E39 floating tunnels, along with broader transportation infrastructure issues. These include creating smart transportation systems, ice-free road surfaces using solar energy, and digital management of road structures. The proposed 24/7 accessibility of the E39, despite challenging weather conditions, should benefit both residents and tourists, adding value to Norway's robust tourism sector, which currently generates over $5.6 billion annually. With that said, guys, thank you so much for watching this video until the end. We'll see you in the next video right here on Knowledge Planet, the power of knowledge. Consider us more than just a channel. We're a growing community, a family of knowledge seekers. We're on a mission inviting you to join our growing family. We need you. Subscribe, become part of our community, share your thoughts, interact with us, a like or even dislike all count. Stay tuned, stay curious, and together we'll continue to explore the vast expanse of Knowledge Planet. Don't forget to watch the previous episodes and stay tuned for the upcoming ones. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, what are you waiting for? Subscribe now. And one more thing, that little bell icon, it's your ticket to never missing a beat. Click it, and you'll be the first to know when fresh content hits the airwaves. Goodbye.